Salute, this is Jeff.
This is David.
Hi, David. Let's play Doom 64.
All right.
Doom, 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 doom. Ahem. In the last, let's say 3 days, I put 30 hours. Let's say 4 days, 30 hours into a different video game. I mean, referenced just a bit ago here.
I mean, you can just say the title of the game. We don't have to be coy.
Final Fantasy VII Remake is very, very good.
Right.
It is not just a good remake of Final Fantasy VII. It is a good video game and the best Square Enix product, in a very long time. Let's get some secrets.
Okay.
We're gonna get this shotgun, which also makes this come down. Now we've got armor. Sweet.
Nice. We're doing this on the hard difficulty, right?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
This is on Watch Me Die. 100% kills and secrets, so I can put that in the
video description. Put that in the video description. I mean, if you put it in the video description and then didn't, would anyone really care?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, people would care, but would they be loud about it? I'm not saying do that, but it sounds like I'm saying do that, but I'm not.
Here's kind of a dark truth of the internet.
Huh.
It would probably get more views faster if I intentionally just left something incorrect in the title or the video.
Mm-hmm.
People love correcting people on minutia on the internet.
Right.
And, like, I get it, because I'm there with you. Like, I understand. Someone's like, oh, someone's wrong on the internet, I must correct them. It's just an easy way to make a comment about something. If you make a comment like, oh, I like the video, well, that's nice, but then, I mean, I appreciate that. If you want to leave that comment, that'd be very great. We appreciate it. That's nice.
It warms our hearts. It's encouraging.
Yeah, it does. But if it was something just like, oh, well, technically, you know, the Cake of Demons HP and Doom beta version of Doom 1 was different from Doom 2 or something specific like that, I'd be like, oh, I learned a thing. But if it was just like, technically you said it was 100% kills, but at the end you only got 98% kills, then YouTube would technically consider that engagement, so...
That's true.
But let's not get too bogged down in the internet numbers, and shoot some demons from hell.
Let's focus on these video game numbers.
Yes, these are the important numbers. The numbers on the screen now, which tell me how many shotgun shells I have. Yeah. I guess the health part is important too.
Yeah, sure.
I shouldn't have shot him. I was gonna get him to fight each other.
Wow. You saw the Drawfee episode where they mixed Doom and Animal Crossing, right?
I did.
Karina managed to make the Cake of Demon look adorable.
There's plenty of art on the internet. Well, this is true of anything. Of little, like, I would hold it up to my camera, but this is not a video show. But I have a Pain Elemental plushie, the Pain Elemental from Doom 2, which actually looks an awful lot. Well, not like the bloody mess in front of me right now, yeah, but before this is a bloody mess, the Doom 64 Cake of Demon kind of has a similar look to the Doom 2 Pain Elemental.
Mm-hmm.
Boop. Oh, that guy survived.
Wow.
No, he didn't, actually.
It's nice when it's still just the same number of shots you were expecting.
Yeah, exactly. It all works out.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can remember to actually get these guys to fight. Unlike Doom and Doom 2, sectors, which I guess, if you're not familiar with Doom terminology, sectors is basically a block on the map. Let's say like the squares or the polygons that make up, since the Doom engine is an extruded 2D plane.
Right. Technically
in Doom 64 you can have sort of like floors over floors, which is not a feature of the original Doom engine. Which is why some people... This is a side rant, but this is what we're here for, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Some people call Doom a 2.5D game because it's an extruded 2D map. And to that I say, what do you think the 2D image on your screen you're looking at is? It's
right.
It's a three-dimensional game because that's the way it looks.
Right.
And that's kind of it, because it's obviously it's a 2D map that's being extruded into 3D geometry, but then is being projected onto a 2D surface again, rendered out. In my case, on my computer, send it through the internet, through Parsec, delivered through YouTube. So it's at that point, it's super pedantic, which I'm also into. Like, I get it.
Yeah.
But just a little pet peeve there.
Well,
I'm gonna try and get these guys to fight while this is going on.
Well,
don't want to get guys in the back, so I'm gonna risk a little bit of extra damage from the Lost Souls, so I can get some angry boys going. Okay, come on, I need the... There we go. Okay, we got some...
There's some infighting.
There's some infighting, yeah. Spectres in here. Come on, guys.
It's always nice to have a newcomer or somebody who's just not familiar with a certain concept.
Fight!
Nice.
Fight!
What I
was gonna say about
That's Final Fantasy 2.
I would say that's a deep cut.
Yeah.
Not expecting the Final Fantasy 2 music to be pulled out of there.
That's the one that pops into my head the most because it's my favorite of that style.
I was gonna say, actually, when you started doing the bass line, I was like, I wonder what my brain, without thinking about it, which version of which song would come out, and honestly, the first thing that kind of came to mind, and this is extremely obscure, as in it's only for me, Jeff, is a version of a Nobuo, because as a like composing exercise, like probably like 10 years ago at this point. Well, it was for Intrepid, if you must know,
right.
Video game.
Yeah.
So as a composing exercise, like I wanted to do a boss fight theme in the style of Nobuo and the classic Final Fantasy. So it has, that same bass line, tonic, 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 subtonic, tonic, 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 subtonic.
Yeah.
So then when I think about that, it goes into the theme of I'm like, that's not a Final Fantasy song.
No, it's not.
It's just the thing that I made in the style of the intervals of Nobuo. I was like, anyways. Side note over, I suppose.
Yeah.
It's a kill of Arachnotron.
To finish my side note before the side note.
Sure. It's a tapestry.
It is always nice to have somebody who is new to something that you have to explain things to, because then it makes you take stock of, we call it this. We call it that for like something that happened 7 generations ago in the programming. We just call it, we're sorry.
Yeah, it's like we're sorry.
Yeah.
So in that vein, a sector is a polygon, a line def, or a side def, or the lines. I think the points are just called points or vertices, but sectors can have, can represent triggers. So if you walk into a sector, so like these 4 little columns here, you can still see them on the map. It's just that they've, retracted and they have the same texture as the thing around it, so you can't see them anymore.
Right.
I say there's a lot more in Doom 64 of enemy-based scripting. In Doom 2, really all you had was tag 666, which was reserved for the Dead Simple level, where you could have a sector interaction happen after Mancubus or Mancubi were killed. So after all Mancubi on the map were killed in Dead Simple, the walls come down and you fight the Arachnotrons next. That was a specific coded, not exception, but a specific coded interaction.
Right.
For that map only, which is why when you get megawads of Doom 2, almost all of the ones that take place on map 6 or 7, I forgot, I think it's 6, but the Dead Simple map, where the tag is active, they'll have some kind of gimmick related to killing Mancubus to get like a secret or something.
Right. Oh. Okay.
But Doom 64 has a lot more variety in that these. I will get back to that plasma gun. So like these come down specifically after I think the Hell Knight and Baron are killed. I don't remember specifically, but that kind of scripting was not available in the OG Doom 2.
Right.
Although it was available in Doom 64 because Doom 64 is its own thing.
Right.
The titular evil sacrifice is here. We can only have one of two.
Well, you're gonna get the gun.
Of course, I'm gonna get the gun. Let's not be crazy. We do have some dudes that have appeared.
To use your new gun. Use your new gun on.
No. It's the hit scanners. I don't want to waste that. I can use the new gun on the. Okay, there. I killed one of them accidentally. Yep. Incidentally.
Just collateral damage. I almost called him proximity flare. That's not. Those are
proximity flare.
I have been awake for a long time. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
Everything's okay. Oh man.
This switch will bring down our partial invisibility, which is not really that useful. But there's actually another secret over there. It's not at the same height level, so if we use like a bullet, we're not gonna be able to get it. But we can use a spread. Come on, RNG. Wonder if that was it. Okay, looks like I got it.
Okay.
Hopefully maybe one of those earlier ones got it too. I didn't need to waste all that ammo, but we'll see.
It's fine.
Hello, guy. Let's see. I'm gonna use some rockets on this guy. So let's get into a more rocket-friendly position. 2, 3. Hey. Secret area.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, got that mega armor.
Nice.
We'll come back to there later. There's a red door over there. Yep. Hopefully I remember how to get through all this without dying. So far it's working out, but we'll see.
You seem to be doing fine so far.
All right, the yellow key.
You forgot to grab that, huh?
Okay, maybe we are going to go down that hallway that I mentioned. Although it is true that there is a red door here. There's also a yellow key in here.
Right.
Get those hit scanners.
Right.
Let's see if I can get that. Have you guys fight. Nah, he's coming around the wrong way.
Have you guys fight.
Let's just do one of these. Okay.
Yep.
I want to have my either chain gun or plasma gun ready.
Oh, for that guy?
No, it's just that guy. No. For the next one. Okay, I'm trying to remember the traps here.
How long ago did you beat all these the first time?
Well, I practiced this one just yesterday.
Oh, okay.
So this should be Pain Elemental.
Oh, hey! This one doesn't have a mullet.
It does.
Oh, it does?
It sure does.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just staying away from it for my own safety.
Yeah.
Okay, we're all good. We're all good.
Good to see it still shoots lost souls.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
I'm gonna get punchy.
Gotta save that ammo.
I put my shield up. You can see my my shield is active. It's a return damage shield. So if anyone gets too close, they take some proxim damage.
Yeah, it's reactive armor, you know.
Exactly. We need to get rid of the hit scanners before we get rid of the Cake of Demons.
Right.
So we're gonna do a quick little run around here.
Yeah. Has there been a WAD
That's all of them.
that takes full advantage of the fact that hit scanners are the biggest enemy?
You're describing like all of yes.
Okay.
Very bad difficulty is added when you just put a bunch of hit scanners in a map.
Right, because then it's random
but
chance.
there are lots of WADs, mega WADs that are kind of built around that kind of. You have to know ahead of time, really, to plan for that. Comes to mind is Plutonia, right? Famously hard. Like in the first map, there's just like 10 chain gunners and like 3 archviles.
Ugh. Oh, I forgot archviles were hit scan. Yeah.
Yep, they are. Well, they are hit scan, except that they have an obvious charge up time rather than the chain gunners, which you'll just see. And then they're coded so that they have a wake up time. So between the time that they see you and make the confirmation noise and then start attacking, there's like a random variable. But after that, it's just followed by death.
Right.
Some kind of death. I got a lot of rockets, but this is a little too close quarters here.
Right.
Let me get rid of these nightmare guys first. Okay, now it's time for rockets.
To get rid of the, don't tell me. The arachnotron?
That's the one. Got it.
Okay. My gosh. Again, I've been awake for a very long time, okay? I'm gonna blame that for everything.
We've got another arachnotron that appears here now in Doom 64. Another thing that is unique for Doom 64, well, I guess it's not unique, but compared to Doom, classic Doom and Doom 2, you can actually have monsters teleport into the map, and I'm sure you're thinking, well, in Doom 2 and Doom, monsters can teleport in the map. That's true, but they have to be placed in the map somewhere. Mm-hmm. And then they have to walk over a teleport trigger, and then they're teleported in. Like, you can't just have, like, let's say, like, in this corner here, there's just, like, an invisible monster, and then when you hit a trigger, it just appears out of, like, nowhere.
Right, and becomes real.
That also means that all of the placed enemies on the map are can be immediately attacked or telefragged. That is not the case here. As they're teleporting in, they are invulnerable.
Oh.
So until they're fully active, you're not going to be able to do any damage. And actually, I don't think that the auto aim will help you either. So if there's like a difference in height like this, it'll just go straight forward. It won't change the trajectory of your rockets.
Yeah, it'll change its directory. It'll add a new address, which is the stair in front of you, and blow up your face.
Mm-hmm. That's one. Yeah. It's all part of the vagaries of the original. And I'm not here to question Carmack. I mean, that's the way it was made. So
right.
What can you do, right? Yeah. This is a bad trap because it comes in from both sides. All right, we're good. It's just the two on both sides.
Okay.
The arachnotrons come in, but as long as I'm not in range of the arachnotrons, taking a bite from a pinky demon is still going to be much better.
Right, they're not very hard hitting.
I can't see through the arachnotron corpse, so let's get out here and take care of this situation over here. Surprise! I was over here the whole time. Nice.
I encountered a problem I didn't think I would ever encounter in my professional life, though I should have.
Oh no, he moved. I was just gonna. Okay.
There you go.
I could have repositioned and just embarrassed him further, but yes, you're saying we encountered some issues.
So we're doing everything online now. I work at a church, in case people aren't aware, and we're doing all of our services online. They're all they're on YouTube Premiere.
As a quick aside, I'm going to get a little secret here. This when you walk past this line here, this opens up, which brings down the BFG, which is going to be very necessary in a second here.
Oh wow! You get that early.
Yeah.
But our church membership is older, wiser, you might say. And a large number of them are still running Windows XP with Internet Explorer.
Okay.
Turns out YouTube, WordPress, super don't like those browsers anymore. So, I am having to make a tutorial video on how to install Komodo Ice Dragon.
Okay. This is the hardest fight in the level.
Okay, let's see it.
Hope this goes well.
You got the BFG.
It's almost impossible. was really hoping that BFG blast would have blasted that one.
Did you get all the pain elementals?
Don't think so. Let's let's go on a journey here. Make sure I got the pain elementals.
It would appear so, yeah.
I would certainly hear some kind of dark business if that were not the case.
Right. I assume this uses the same BFG damage formula, right? Where it shoots the ray and then the rays shoot rays?
You know, I think it does, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm not sure if the BFG in Doom 64 works differently or not.
Huh.
I was kind of hoping it would, just because, like I said, when I got close to this guy, it should have done like an instant kill, but it also might have been that my angle was off when I started the BFG blast.
Mm-hmm.
So, for those of you that are not aware of how the BFG calculates damage in Doom and Doom 2, it's bizarre. It's bizarre.
Yeah.
Like the orb itself only does like 150 or 200 damage, but then after you shoot it, it locks in the angle that your character's facing. So like here, I think I can zoom out. So like here, I'm facing, let's say, up, right? And then the angle is something like 30 degrees left, 30 degrees right, sort of like a cone. And then as soon as the ball of energy hits a surface, it sends out 7 to 11 tracers. You'd have to look up the specifics on like Doom Wiki.
Right.
And each of those tracers does damage. And they're kind of evenly spaced, like pew, 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 invisible lines.
Right.
Which is why you get maximum damage if you're right up next to something, because the origin point of all the tracers is at that same spot. So you can do dark business like killing cyber demons in 2 shots.
Right.
If you're this close, if you get up in that butt, Dark Souls style.
Oof. Which is
it's dangerous. It's a dangerous place to be with a cyber demon. But in this case, like if I shot the BFG over here and then I ran back, and then as it hit, I was standing here, it would hit everything currently on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
But the angle is also locked in when you shoot. So if I shot up and then I faced this way, the rays are just going to shoot out my butt because the angle's facing this way. There's some good. There's an entire genre of maps in Doom 2 WAD making called slaughter maps, which are specifically based around BFG action. So you know, thousands of monsters and just nothing but BFG, and using the BFG and infighting to kind of their fullest extent.
Right.
Those can be very interesting to watch. Not really my favorite style to play.
Right.
But
Is it more
there's some really
puzzle
good
than anything?
Yeah, at a certain point it is, which I guess is kind of true of all Doom, since you have limited resources that are on the map. You have to kind of there's a pain elemental. Let's do this. Yeah, there's his mullet.
Oh. He automatically makes 2 when he dies, right?
Yes, that is correct. Unlike Doom 2, in Doom 2, if you kill a pain elemental, it does still spawn a lost soul, which actually, if it's up against a wall, it can spawn a lost soul outside the map, which is inconvenient. But fortunately, lost souls don't count towards the kill counter in Classic Doom, so that doesn't matter, but I digress. If you run up on a pain elemental in Doom or Doom 2, well, Doom 2, because it's not pain elemental's not in Doom 1. The explosion doesn't hurt you, and you'll telefrag the lost souls when they spawn in. So you actually want to be as close as possible to a pain elemental in Doom 2, generally speaking, when you kill it.
Mm-hmm.
So that is not true in Doom 64, where the lost souls are twice as fast, have half the health, come out 2 at a time, and the pain elemental explodes on death. So
yeah,
it's basically a rocket.
Yeah. So they realize
if it doesn't immediately kill you, then the 2 souls that spawn will immediately start aggressively attacking you. I think that's all I needed from here.
So it's like they looked at Doom 2, said, oh, this is exploitable. You just have to run up on him. All right, let's punish people for doing that.
And also in the original version of Doom 2, vanilla, there is a a limit on the amount of lost souls that can be spawned. I think it's 20 is the limit.
Mm-hmm.
Modern source ports of Doom have limit removing ports, of which there are a number of limits. One of the limits can be, lost souls. You can get into bad situations if you don't handle your pain elemental problems soon. So you just have seas of lost souls, just as far as the eye can see.
Oh man!
Let's get some rockets in here. Some hit scanners there.
Yeah.
Let's not get too close to the door.
I feel like maybe
really
you got all the hit scanners. Also, I forgot that a lot of enemies have different animations if you kill them with the rocket.
Yes, if you... oh man, I wish I knew the damage formulas. I feel like I should.
I mean, why?
Look, you know damage formulas for stuff, and you're not sure why, so...
I mean, I know why, because it's important to know what the damage formula is for Final Fantasy V. Like, that's...
Of course.
It's important, because it's how you know...
Oh, crap.
Oh, is that a pain?
Yeah, it's pain elemental. I was about to shoot a rocket over there. That would have been very bad.
Yeah.
Alright, this is okay. This is okay. We can stun lock him. Look at the blast radius on that guy. Alright,
wow.
It's just a Hell Knight in here. It's fine. We can just take a tiny step to the side. If he tries to shoot us, it'll be fine.
Honestly, the whole reason I know that... Oh, there you go. The whole reason I know the damage formula for daggers and swords and whatnot in Final Fantasy V is because I got kind of deep into mechanics when I was doing, like, casual 4-drop Fiesta runs.
Let's punch some specters.
Oh, right, because you have
Berserk.
Berserk.
In Doom 2, I do have Berserk. What you want to do is you got to do the dance.
In and out, in and out, in and out.
It's only one of the frames of the bite is the active hit. So once you bait it out, you can take a tiny step back and then just do damage. I think that is it. I think we got all the things.
Did we?
We'll have to save just to make sure. Okay, just making sure. Just making sure. We'll save it here. It's our little LP thing here.
Yep.
And we'll check. But before we check, I was going to say, what was the last thing I was talking about? The damage formulas, yes, for gibbing or jibbing, depending on your inclination.
Oh, so it is it's damage based. Okay.
It's like overkill damage. It's some percentage of... It's like 50% or 100% negative health, which can be done with rockets. And I think it's a single tick of damage. I think it can be done like extremely rarely with a super shotgun, but that might be a source port thing. But the gibbing animation is only on zombie men, shotgunners, chain gunners, imps. I guess nightmare imps in this case. But there isn't separate ones for the other monsters for overkill damage. Okay, let's see if we did it. I feel like we did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty sure got all the things.
And
ting 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 ting. Ting 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 ting. And we're now doing items. It's fine.
Hey, all kills and secrets. Nice.
Cold rounds is next.
Oh hey.
Actually, I think I worked out a good way to get a vista here.
Oh, okay.
So let's see. I'm gonna do a save here. So this is the one where we have confirmed that we're starting the next level. And then the sensitivity for controller input. I can turn this down to, as we've made the same joke every single time.
Right.
Kingsfield levels.
Yes.
Then I can get a smooth, extremely slow kind of just like one of these. I'll stand like just kind of.
Oh, could you no clip?
No, that's I can't stand there.
Like up into the thing.
There's not no clip in the features menu. I'm sorry.
Oh, boo.
I can do this though. I get an extremely slow, and for the next few seconds, we're gonna see a nice stone textured wall here, and this Vista isn't working as well. Just do the thing.
Okay.
Look, I saved. Look, I saved the game. We'll just have some light Doom action, just like a preview.
Okay.
Of the next level.
Well, if you have enjoyed this and the other things we do, if you would please go support us on Patreon, it's the most direct way to support the things we do. Also do the YouTube stuff, the like and comment and subscribe, all that. Share the video with people you think would like it, but really what it boils down to is we love making this stuff. And all of those things make it easier for us to do them. Doom 64.
Doom, 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 doom. Okay.